Shalom, family. You know what this is? This is me, Trayvon Jones, Conscious Talk channel, where I like to talk to my people. Do me a favor, press that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Press that thumbs up so that it can get out in the algorithms and other people can get the video and things of that nature. I'm not going to be on long, but I just want to put my 2 cents in on this whole P Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever the fuck his name is, Sean Combs. I just want to just put my 2 cents in about this particular situation. Now, we all saw the video of Sean Combs whooping Cassie's ass. Now, when she just came out and sued Sean P. Diddy Combs, you know, my first reaction was, she's telling the truth. You know, he really did these things, but she's not a victim. She's not a victim because, see, everybody that is in this industry knows how these industry cats work. When you get involved in this industry, you know how these predators operate. You know that they are going to pimp you. You know that they are going to take most of your motherfucking money. You know that they're going to mistreat you. They are going to put drugs on you. They're going to put alcohol on you. They're going to do all these horrible things to you. And you're willing to go through all this just so you can get a record deal. Just so you can get the dream that you've been always dreaming of since you were a child. See, I know all too well about that because I wanted to be a singer when I was younger. That was something that I always wanted to do. That was always my dream. My mother still has a drawing that I did when I was in elementary school. The teacher said, well, children, today I want you to write a paragraph of what you want to be and what you want to do when you are an adult. And then draw yourself at the top of the page of what you want to be and what you're doing. So I drew myself as being a singer, and Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson were really hot at the time. So I had myself, I'm brown, you know, I colored myself brown with, you know, black, you know, clothes on, and I got a microphone around my mouth, you know, and ears. I drew this. And I said, I want to be a singer and a dancer when I grow up. That was something that I wanted to do. But I found out real quick how demonic it is. When I became a teenager, I was getting into acting, and I was going to get a record deal by the time I was 17, 18 years old. But I sabotaged it because I saw how demonic it is, and it was. And if they had YouTube and all these things 20 years ago, I would be in a different space and different situation right now. Because people in this industry prey on you. And you have other groups of people and nationalities, those ish people who run the music industry. When you're talking about something positive, they don't want to put that out. They don't want your black ass putting nothing positive out that can uplift black people. When we were always talking about love and falling in love and being in love, we were making too many motherfucking babies. And that was an issue. So we got to start degrading our women. We got to start degrading our men in these rap songs and started bringing up hip hop. And instead of bringing out encouraging hip hop, where we talking about how we are God's people and how we are great and how we can do anything. You have these ish people who run the music industry that said, no. We need to talk about violence and sex and lots of drugs and all these type of things that will destroy the community, because all these jails were being made. All these privately owned jails are being made. And they're using the music to get your black ass in that jail so that you can continue to be a slave, so that they can create you and to be a slave. But see, what we need to understand, when we participate in this government family, you are voluntarily saying you are a slave to this government, because we are free, sovereign beings. But we need to learn how to separate ourselves from this government, because these people wrote in law that if any Negro person participates in this government, you are voluntarily calling yourself a slave. So you got all these black people who get trinkets for keeping all the rest of us down, like the Al Sharptons and all these, because they know about these laws. They know about how these laws are made to keep us enslaved and to keep us down. They know our quote unquote leaders know this. And our black people who are in the music industry are following after our enemies. And they are continuing, this degrading thing on how they keep black people down and using us and abusing us. And somebody like Sean Combs, somebody like Jay-Z, who Jaguar Wright says is much worse than Sean Combs. And everybody keep calling Jaguar crazy, but she seems to know a whole lot. Is she bitter and angry? You damn right she's bitter and angry. Do I trust everything that she say? Not really, because, and do I think that she's necessarily a good person? No, she not, because she's bitter and angry, and she was participating in this bullshit that we call the music industry. She was participating in it. But when she got fucked up in it and she was tossed away and thrown away, now she want to snitch on everybody. Now she want to talk about everybody. But the Most High is using her to be able to be a voice, to be able to let us know, because in 2024, the truth is being told. It's coming out. So with that being said, she's being used to come out and tell it like it is. So I appreciate that, because I know that she's being used right now and she's telling the truth. Because this industry is wicked and it has to be torn down. Because why is it that you can't just be an artist, and there's enough room for everybody? There's enough room for everybody. Why can't you just be an artist singing popular things, singing things that are positive for the community and for all people, but especially for people that look like you. You're a so-called black person and you're singing about something positive that is going to affect other so-called black people, but in a positive way. And the powers that be and your enemies don't want that. But unfortunately, we have wicked ass people in our own community that want to keep uplifting this demonic ass system. They want to keep this whole system up. And somebody like Sean P. Diddy Combs is one of those motherfuckers that want to keep ripping off black artists, want to keep using black artists, taking all their money. Biggie's been dead longer than he's been alive. See, a lot of these producers and managers, they put life insurance policies out on their artists, which is in the contract. And you be so quick to sign that damn contract that you don't even realize that these people are putting a contract out on you, a life insurance policy. So if you mysteriously end up deleted, they get all this money. Biggie has been carrying Sean P. Diddy Combs all these years. He's pimped other artists, but Biggie's death has carried P. Diddy Combs. And it's amazing to me how P. Diddy and people like him are able to get away with this abuse and all these, demonic ass things that they're doing, and they never get caught. He was able to pay the hotel $50,000 to get that tape of him beating the bricks off of Cassie. That's crazy than a motherfucker. So somebody needs to hold that hotel accountable for what they did, because that was demonic and it wasn't right of what they did. And it's time that we start shutting people that look like us down. But we need to get to those other groups of people too. But black people, so-called black people, because you're not black, you are sovereign beings. And we need to learn from these things that are going on right now. We need to learn. And we need to learn how to separate ourselves from this government like other cultures do. Chinese people, you don't see them voting like that. They just get together and they pay money and do what they need to do to have what they want, to have their own little section. So-called black people, we ain't got none of that. But we keep getting pimped by people that look like us, because the people that look like us are learning from our enemies, from people who don't have the best interest for us, who are going to keep putting us down. And why do we keep voting for a government and keep being entwined with a government who systematically has failed us? And you have our people over here using that government because they're getting little trinkets. They're getting paid just to help keep us down. Well, that's a Sean P. Diddy Combs, because he's pimping black folks. He's pimping them, taking all their money, making them stars and giving them fame, but he's not paying them correctly. He's taking all their damn money, and I'm so glad that all of this is being released, because this shit is shameful. This is shameful. And again, I don't think Cassie is a victim, because she wanted what she wanted. She didn't get, she got pimped and didn't get it, so she sued him and got paid. Do I agree with what Sean P. Diddy Combs did to her and countless other victims? No, I don't agree with that shit at all. I don't understand why you can't be a free agent as a singer, as an actor. You should be able to get paid more off your talent than someone else. Now, if you're helping me to get a gig, that's a fee for that. I get it. But you shouldn't be making more money off of me than me. That's crazy. So no, I don't agree with Sean P. Diddy Combs or anybody like him that would abuse men, women, children. I don't agree with that at all. But no, I don't think that Cassie was a victim. She knew exactly what she was doing because she wanted what she wanted. And people like that got to stop, because that mentality got to stop too. You shouldn't put up with things like that. If that's toxic and you got to do all of these horrific things just to get a record deal, your morals should kick in and you should say, no, I don't want that. If I got to get it that way, I'll do a different route. I'll do something else. I will never understand why a woman would prostitute on the street when you can go get a motherfucking regular job. You can go on social media, on YouTube, and make money now. You do not have to do something that is degrading and self-destructive. You pimping yourself for a record deal, that's self-destructive. And you're doing drugs and they slipping shit in your drinks and they doing all these horrible things to you. And you just put up with it, like Justin Bieber, getting caught sucking pipe up in a club and shit like that. That's crazy to me. You got someone like Usher over here finding Justin Bieber off the internet because the little boy had raw talent. He was a little white kid that had talent, and then you get Usher, who saw him and then exploited him and sent him right to P Diddy. Now, Usher was sent to the damn hospital, allegedly, because his booty hole was fucking torn up. Because P Diddy sent him to the hospital because he damaged him. And he was a teenager at the time. But Usher's mom is just as fucking guilty. Just as fucking guilty. She ain't no damn saint. She knew where she was sending her child to. And if she didn't, who gives legal right to someone? Who does that? That's crazy to me. But a lot of these parents are not innocent either. Aaliyah's parents are not innocent, in my opinion. None of them. Letting this system just abuse your children like this. That's crazy. And then your ass go and just allow yourself to be abused and become a slave and to be beat and to be pimped because you want a record deal so bad. It's a better way to get that shit, yo. It's a better way to get it. But it's over for P Diddy, y'all. It's over for P Diddy. P Diddy is done and over with. He ain't gonna come up out of this one. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna come up out of it. You know, and I think it's a good thing because we got to break this system down. You know, these groups of people who are running the music industry, running the, you know, the NBC and ABC and the television industry and all that kind of shit, they have to be broken down because they want to exploit so-called black people and put so-called black people in a negative light. Everything is slavery and poverty and, you know, and funny and comedy and never serious and over-sexualized. This is the kind of shit that your enemies see black people as and want to put out there. Hence, Sexy Red and all the rest of these nasty, disgusting ass fucking deviants. Do me a favor. I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe and press that thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about this whole P. Diddy situation. You know, I think P. Diddy is a scumbag. I've always thought P. Diddy, was a scumbag. The way he exploited his artists. The way Sean Combs, P. Diddy exploited his artists and took their money. He did countless people like this. Countless people. Countless artists that I grew up with listening to that I really liked and enjoyed that he put out there, and he exploited them. You have some artists that were smart enough to get away from him, but others just faded out. And he got their catalog, and he's still making money off of them while they over here working at Walmart now. That's some fucking bullshit. So I'm glad that he's being exposed, you know, and I need for other people that are like him, not just black people, because I'm going to need all of them to come on out. I want the black people to come on out that are helping to follow our enemies' ways and exploiting black people too. I need for them black people to be exposed, but I also need for our enemies, those ish people and all these other groups of people who are, you know, not of our hue, I need for them to be exposed also. I need for them to be exposed, and I need for them to be shut down also. Because it's time that other groups of people stop making money off of us, living generations and giving their children generational wealth off of our sweat, off of our backs, off of our likeness, off of our talent. You know, when Michael Jackson bought the Beatles catalog, do you know that they had Little Richard's catalog? They had Little Richard's catalog. Well, when Michael Jackson saw that, oh, damn, they got Little Richard's catalog. Now, Little Richard been screaming and hollering for years on how he's been mistreated, how, you know, I got to still perform. I'm the one who created rock and roll. I'm the one who's the pioneer of this. And I can't even get my royalties and get paid. I wrote these damn songs. I created all of this, and I can't even reap the benefits off of it. I don't have nothing to pass down to my children, to my family. Well, the Beatles had it. They had it. And was getting paid off of Little Richard. That's some fuck shit. But Michael Jackson, being the kind-hearted person that he was, gave Little Richard in his final days his catalog. So now Little Richard could live well in his final days and leave that for his son. Because Little Richard had a son, believe it or not. And leave that for him. Well, that was beautiful. But that shit gotta stop. Where other groups of people are constantly making money off of us. The NBA, basketball, you know, football. You got all these white owners, and they call themselves owners, y'all, making money off of black faces. It gotta stop. It has got to stop. We need to separate from these motherfuckers, period and point blank. And people that act like Sean P. Diddy Combs, who want to follow those other groups of people who want to mistreat us, they got to go too. They got to go too. But do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe to the video, and I see you all on the next video. Shalom.